Well, I'm at a completely different place today. I'm actually on a reservoir. You ready to run and guns? Time for blast off. Let's go. Morning, Bassin Buds. Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. Yeah, I've been here all my life, but I've never fished this reservoir before because it's never crossed my mind. Because the rules and regulations changed a little bit here and there, and I just never really looked into it. But this is a highland lake. If you guys aren't familiar with what a highland lake is basically a lake in the mountains. And the river channel or the creek channel, this is a creek channel that runs this lake. Not very big, it's like from tip to tip, like 4.5 miles long. But it's a major water source for where I live at, or one of the major water sources. And crystal clear water. Nice to have clear water for a change. But it's a very steep lake. There's not a whole lot of structure. It's basically a rock shale lake. It's got a hard bottom. And the upper end of the lake, of course, has all the better structure. It's also a lot shallower. I'm back here in a cut, not too far from the ramp. Just kind of getting a couple things together here to throw. I've only brought 3 rods with me today. I'm going to be power fishing first thing this morning. And then as the morning progresses, I'll probably end up going to a slider. But like I said, this is pretty clear water. I sit in 10 foot of water and I can see the bottom. So I kind of like that. So it's a different change of pace. I'm sitting in 10 foot right now. But the thing we'll start off with today, Rebel Pop R, because I've seen some stuff bust. So I'm going to try this around this pocket here. We got a few laydowns and a little bit of grass. There's actually grass at the boat ramp. I was kind of like, what, grass? So I thought I'd give this a shot and kind of work my way back out of the pocket. And today I've got, of course, my MHXs, but I'm throwing my Green Millionaire V's. I love these reels. But thought I'd give this a shot and like I said, work around these pockets and see what I can come up with in this reservoir. What I did, they finally put this lake on the internet. Yeah, we had been on there for a long time. One time I had a call about a map for the place, because all I had was an old survey map from the 1940s before they filled the lake up. And ironically, about a week later, there's a map on the internet. So I went ahead and printed that thing out and I laminated everything. I did it in sections. So I'm kind of looking at where I'm at right now. And kind of getting a little better idea as far as what kind of structure I'm looking at, as far as what I'm approaching. Yeah, I'm kind of coming up on a bluff right here, so that's pretty good. I put away the Pop R. I don't see anything else going on, so I'm going to stick with kind of bluffs and the end of these points, and what I got tied on here, took the Pop R off. I got me a 3/8 ounce Harmony tungsten with a Strike King. I think that's electric shad. It's on a 3/8 ounce head, so I can keep it down. And I'm just going to slowly cruise along this bluff right here. Right now I'm sitting in 6 foot of water. I can see bottom really good. So I need to move out just a little bit. One thing I do like about that reel is a 3.8 to 1. So it keeps me from fishing too fast. Actually, it kind of fits my style of fishing, really. So I'm still trolling around looking at different things around here. And one of the things I want to throw is a quitter's rig, as Gerald Swindle called it. Carolina rig. I'm using a baby destroyer and a superbug caller missile baits. I know I've said before that my favorite rigging is a Phenom on a Carolina rig, and that's true. I just thought I'd try something a little bit different. I've got about maybe a 2.5 foot leader on here. Still kind of looking for not a whole lot of structure here. A lot of deep water, just not a lot of structure. So I figured rock, crawfish. I mean, there's definitely some bait fish in this lake from what I've heard. But I'm coming up on an area now that I was wanting to try, so I figured I'd give it a whirl. Okay, so I'm back here in a cut where we got some deeper water too. Got me on a olive brown and blue Stanley original casting jig. Love these jigs, man. 5/16 ounce with a Zoom Pro Chunk trailer. I like these because they remind me of the old port chunk. It just flows like that. I do thread it on. I don't leave it hanging off the back like a port chunk. It just makes that bait more compact. But that 5/16 is just the right weight for the way I fish a jig a lot of times. And back here in the cut, I'm sitting here in 10 foot water. So got me a little deeper water here. There are some down trees in this cut. So I'm going to fish around these cuts with this jig. And then when I get back out to the point, I'll throw that Carolina rig. And if I don't have anything within the next hour or so, it's slider time. Homie don't play games. Except when you throw into a tree. There we go.
Several casts later.
Let's see, what was it Popeye said? I've had all I can stands and I can't stands no more. Slider fishing. This is the new slider rod I built. It's what you call a performance ultralight. It's got pretty good backbone to it, but it actually has a fast action. See that? It's got a fast action to it. 6-pound braid, 4-pound XT leader. And I'm actually going with a 16th ounce instead of my usual 32nd. For one, I'm fishing really clear water and I want to get a good long cast. And I can get a pretty good cast with this. And I'm sitting in 25 foot of water, I'm fishing a cut. And everything I've seen so far, or what few I've seen so far on the graph, has been suspended. So I'm just slowly cranking this slider. Not even using the rod. I'm just slowly cranking it. Letting that 16th ounce just kind of swing back to me. Now I tell you what, this rod shoots this thing out there. That tip loads up and it's gone. This is a MHX series rod. And I actually had them make me graphics for it. It says slider rod. Because I'm nerdy like that. But that's what I bought it for. I bought it and built it just for slider fishing. I got Tennessee shad on right now. And I actually switched to the SPH hooks. They're a little shorter, so I get a little bit more movement out of that worm without putting movement on it. But I can get a good long cast with this. I was using that G Loomis, which is a good rod, but don't have the tip that this has got. This has got a fast action tip, and I mean, it really slings it slider out there. So now I just get to relax, throw me a slider. My favorite way of fishing. There's one. Finally. Oh, it's a good one too, guys. Oh, come here, baby. Woo! It's fun on this rod, man, I'm telling you. It is fun on this rod. I see him way down there. That water's so clear. He's just got my pole just doubled over. This is good fish, guys. Listen to that. Come here, baby. We'll lip you. All right now. Look at there, guys. That is a good one there, guys. Look at the belly on that. Woo! I'll tell you what. I have to reposition myself. She's got me all over the place. Two and a quarter. 2 1/4. How about that? Beauty. Oh, thank you so much, you beautiful thing, you. As she goes away. Finally! I was beginning to wonder if there's any bass in this lake. She just kind of loaded up on it. That wasn't on Tennessee shad. That was on Natural Pro Blue. I kind of thought that maybe the Thought maybe the Tennessee shad might have been a little bit too bright because of that pearl white that's in it. So I still went with something shad oriented, but just a pro blue. And we're not fishing on the bottom. Yeah, I'm throwing it up in a shallower water, and I'm basically letting it just about hit bottom. I'm just slow cranking it. That's all I'm doing, is slow cranking it. Keep your rod tip pointed at it. Because like I said, when she loaded up on it like that, I was able to come back and get the hook set. There's another one. Right off a tree. Not as big as the other one, but still fun. Either way you look at it. Either way you look at it. Still fun. Me and my crap kicker hat. Look at that. Not big, but that's a 12-inch tournament keeper. Thank you, buddy. That's again off of that natural blue that he was holding right in the tree. Man, slider worm fishing. I tell you, when the chips are down, and you need fish. That sun was getting a little bright. Of course, could be they're turning on. I mean, I don't know. I'm not spending too much more time out here because I don't feel like being out here in all that heat and all that sunshine. I know, I'm turning into a wuss, huh? All right, let me go around. I'm still staying in deep water here. That seems to be the key, is keeping the boat in deeper water. Just slow cranking this thing. Both bass are just kind of loaded up on it. You feel like you're in a tree, but you're afraid to set the hook. Don't be afraid to set that hook. You can always go to that tree and get that lure back out. That's what both of them done. They kind of loaded up on it, was swimming with it. Both of those bass did that. I've seen about 4 or 5 boats already. And this lake is 10 horsepower or less. That's why I like reservoirs like this. It's got, it's a good sized reservoir, but it's got motor limit laws in place. So I ain't worried about somebody creating a wake and coming by me and all that kind of stuff. Well, I think I'll call it. I'm heading on back in, see how long it takes me to get back. I'm going to guess maybe 15 minutes. I can just now see the launch ramp around the corner over there. But man, I had a piece of metal or something stick me in my finger. I think I still got a splinter in there. Daggone it. That kind of crap hurts. Anyway, we got 2. One good one. That's not bad. I'll take that. But I like this lake. It's $7 to come down here and drop a canoe off. It's $12 if you got a trailer. Or you can buy an all-year pass. And they're open all year long, even in the wintertime. So that's something I might consider, especially now I know the slider worm. Either way, that was still fun. Still a good morning. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the trip. At least I wasn't on the river this time, huh? Actually on a reservoir. I kind of like that. It's quiet out here. It's a nice place to come. I'm sure it's packed on the weekends though. Imagine that. Anyway, that's all I got today, guys. Glad you got to come along with me. Until next time, remember, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change, especially with that slider worm. May the Father bless you and keep you in Yeshua's name as always. Fish on.